Hello everyone, this is Triple T and today I'm taking a look at FansHobby's MB08A Double Evil A. And he's a big bot, really big bot. We're going to take a look at each part individually, but first, the enormous packaging. A lot of nice pictures here, and of course, combined mode. We all want to see the combined mode, but the tank and fighter jet and base mode are good as well. Turn this around and you can see some of his power pilots, or power masters as I say, and all of FansHobby's robots that they've released. I like them to re-release that one, the Ginrai. I never got him and I so want him. He's so wow. Well, that's it for the packaging. First, let's take a look at the tank mode. And he is really well built. But you split him down the middle for transformation, so sometimes you have to squeeze him up a bit. As you can see, you have a lot of tampograph details, silver paint, more tampograph details down there, paint, and on the side you have the same, even detailing on the back. And he looks nice from up top and fairly good from underneath. And he has a lot of movement, so for articulation you can move the cannon, you can rotate the turret, you can move this little missile launcher with actual loose missiles that you can pick out of their little home. And of course, if you want to, you can have his little power pilot in the power seat, or power master as I say. It's a good tank mode. I like it. I would like to be able to rotate this, but it's not possible, so, well, it is what it is. Now let's move on to jet mode. And this jet is fairly big, and this piece comes off on me sometimes. But that doesn't really matter. We'll use that for base mode later on. And it's a gorgeous jet. A lot of gunmetal gray detailing. You can open this if you want another gun. Now you have two. Nice tampograph. Painted wings. And of course you have a couple of jets, so you can fly. I'm going to talk about this one later on, but not now. You can see a lot of robot underneath, unfortunately, but that's just the way he is, so it's okay. You can fold the wings up or down if you want to, for some reason. You can fold these in or out. You can actually take this one off. It's on a little swiveling platform. You can fold this in if you want to. And of course, you can have his little power pilot driving the jet. My main gripe with this mode are these missiles. They keep popping off all the time, and I don't think I will have it on him in robot mode because they will drive me nuts. Totally nuts. and they're under the wing here. So I'll just pick them off, I think, for sanity's sake. They were actually kind of firm, but still. Okay. I can say that he's more than twice the size of a normal Seeker mold. So he's quite big. And as you can see, even though I have zoomed out, I have problem keeping him in frame. That's how big he is. Now let's get these guys transformed into base mode. And I'm going to start with the tank. You take away this piece, that will be a ramp later on. And you split the tank with all the might you have. You fold that back. You fold out these little stands. Just don't forget to pull them in when you go to robot mode. I always do. Turn this inwards like that. Fold this little panel in and tab that little tab in there. Yeah, it's not easy. And there you go. This little piggy should also be out, because he's gonna go to market. Yes, you are. And I think we're done with that side. Now, move on to this. The little stands first. Then rock this open and out. Fold this out. Put this tab in that slot, if you're able. And I was. Yay! You have to pull these little lids out. They're quite to reveal accessories for the base. And you're supposed to put this gun here. And something we haven't looked at yet. His gun. And it looks tiny, but we'll transform it, shall we? You fold this down and you put it here. Okay, that side is done. Now I have to take this piece out. I'm gonna need a spludger for this. I might as well use it on that one as well. And earlier you saw a piece fall off my jet, and it's supposed to be on this little piggy right there. So now they are done, they're standing on their own, and we move them to the side. Let's bring in the jet, shall we? And this is a big one. We'll have to make him smaller quickly. By pressing this little white button, you're supposed to, yeah. Woohoo! I'll put this off to the side for now. And let's work on this. Untab his arm. Pull them upwards. You hear a little click when I get to the right position. Put away the landing gear. Like that. Now comes one of the most satisfying parts of this transformation. The click this makes into that port. Maybe it's this side. Now we come to something rather not nice, but we're going to touch his, well, you know, I'm gonna fold it out and just leave it there. I'm not gonna say anything more. I think that's fun enough. Comparatively. Now he can stand on his own. Now we're gonna loosen this back section. And we're gonna fold these ramps out like so. This is on a double hinge, and you want the hinge closest to the jet folded down like that, and these tabs are going in these slots, and of course these will go there. Like that. Down, boy. Let's bring in those pieces from the tanks that I removed. They're supposed to be there. And of course the ramp. Like that. And the final step for the jet mode is, of course, the cockpit. And these tabs go in on the back of the arms. Like that. Now we just need to connect these pieces together. So this will connect at the back of this, like that, and this will connect here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the base mode. It's a nice base mode, but I prefer Metroplex or Scarpanock or even Triptychon for base mode, so I don't think I will be displaying him like this at all. But of course you can fold this down. You can have another gun turret here, and you can put one of your little power pilots here so they can use that turret, of course, and shoot down everything that moves. And I know I have one in there as well, and he's upside down, but he likes that. So don't worry, don't worry. Well, that's it for base mode. Bye-bye. So let's get him transformed into combine mode, and this is what we've all been waiting for, isn't it? First of all, I'm gonna put these away because they're the most annoying pieces to get away like this. This will actually tab in with this tab in here. And then just pick everything loose off him, all the accessories, fold this cannon in, push it up, separate everything, remove this ramp, and now we'll start with the tank pieces again. Okay, this is one leg, and two. Okay, never forget to fold the missiles in. I told myself before. And the little piggy goes in, like that. You fold this panel up and you make this panel go into itself. You push the feet out. You rotate the foot. You loosen the heel. Bring the foot forward. Get the heel spur out. And this little pinky. Like that. And the foot is all done. And they put some rubber here so he won't glide on glidable surfaces. That's nice. Loosen this, fold this in, slide this down. And then you take this and you fold the back piece, if it hasn't already, fold that in and fold down this green piece and tap that in, like so. Fold this little strange panel out. These tabs are going in those slots, like so, and then you're supposed to peg them in on this side as well, like that. Good. Bring that down, not all the way because you need the clearance. Loosen this and just push it into the leg. Ingenious, I would say. Hold that down, push the knee to the center, and bring this up. Now one leg is done, and we'll do the same with the other one. Fold this over on itself. Bring the foot out. Don't squeeze the rest of the bot, because it shouldn't be squeezed. Okay, we've just fold this in while we're at it, like that. Fold this down. Move this toe forward. And fold this heel spur out. And the little toesy, like that. And this is a effect I don't really like. You can widen his feet a bit, but you tend to press that all the time, and it's really annoying. Okay. Push that in, slide that down, flip the back in, and fold this down like that. Tab this in, slide the knee to the center like that. Fold this little filler piece out, put it in the slots and tabs and whatever, like that, and you're actually done with the second leg. Let's move on to the jet. Remember part of the base? Good. I'll just remove this part for now. To get him, well, we'll just fold this in because this will look ridiculous later on. To get this loose, just fold his legs down. It's much easier that way. We pull this up. We extend those. Now we fold them together. That's what we're doing. Get your words straight, Theo. Okay. Like that. And then you fold it in on itself. I'll just put the arms to the other side so you can see what I'm doing. There are tabs and slots, but before you do, bring in this little gun and put it here. You can extend these if you want to, but it looks silly behind his head, so I won't do that. And you press that in. Before you really fold things up, you're supposed to bring this ramp in, take this off, fold this together, and those tabs are supposed to go here. Let's see if I can do that, shall we? Yeah. Now we can fold everything in and tab it into place. And he's got a butt flap. Okay. Now, these arms are tabbed in 2 places, there and there. The easiest way to get them loose is just to bend this piece upwards, like that. You can then push this in. It has served its purpose. And you bend the elbow, because now we need to rotate this down so it's in the correct configuration for robot mode, like that. Lift his shoulder up, like this. And then we open up the hands, we fold this in, we move the hand out, like that, and we close that back up. That is one side almost done. This side is going to carry a shield, so I'm going to flip this little helper piece out. Okay, the other arm. Open this up, like that. While we're here, we can fold that in and fold out the hand, like so. This little piece comes down, and you turn this into the robot mode position. Now you can, well, if I'm lucky, now you can pull out the shoulder piece like that. And of course, push this in as far as possible. Tab this into the arm if it's loose. And the last thing we'll do is to bring out this little filler piece, if we're able. You have to have longer nails than I do, but there it is. And there is the upper body of Overlord all done. But as you can see, he can't stand without his legs. So let's bring them in. There's a button here you have to press when you take them off, but when you slide them on, just press. Like that. And the other leg. Like that. Now, he is a bit back heavy, so to get him actually standing on his own, I used to get his legs rotated like that. And now we need to raise you up so you can see what I'm doing. Like that. And this is a gorgeous bot. This is absolutely a gorgeous bot. We've seen much of the detailing before in vehicle mode. We can open up these, and these are the seats for the Power Masters or Power Pilots. And there is a place for our logo later on. Let's view him from every angle, shall we? A little butt flap, flap. This backpack comes off really easy, so I'm trying not to touch it at all. But for articulation, the head moves, not easily, but it does. It can tilt forward, tilt backwards, look up, look down. More sinister if he's looking down, I think. The arms can move upwards a lot. And you have to have them upwards a lot if you want to move them beyond very small rotations, because due to the fact the way he's built, he will get stuck on himself back there. You have a bicep swivel like this. You have a double elbow joint like this. You get quite a lot of movement there. You get these gorgeous big hands. And they're quite stiff, so they will hold anything. Well, that's what it feels like anyway. He has ab crunch of sorts. Waist rotation. And the legs go out to here. Back to there. And somewhat to the side. You have a double jointed knee, so you get the full bend. And you have a thigh swivel as well. Oh, no, I pressed that one again. You get tilt, of course, with his foot. Up and down, like that. So if he wasn't so back heavy, he would be really posable. He's still posable, but you could maybe have done more posing with him if he was better balanced. This is kind of awkward as well, because when his ab crunch is on, these little panels that activate when we put the power pilots in actually get stuck. So I told you about the shield earlier. This is the shield. You can either have him holding it with this handle, or you can tab it on his shoulder. And that's what I'm going to show off, because that's what I think is the correct way of displaying him. This little crane from base mode is supposed to be there. This piece that we took off the ramp is supposed to be on top. And then we're just going to slide it in. I'm just gonna turn his arm so we can slide it in. And now he has his shield. Of course, he can have his gun as well with the sliding mechanism. And it's really stiff. And he really didn't need it because he would be able to hold any gun anyway, so. Let's put his feet out, shall we? As you can see, he's not that posable because he tends to droop. And of course, if you want to, you can open up his chest to reveal the Power Master's place. And these will pop out when you push this in. They should pop out when you press this in. Like that. And the side will go out as well. And you get 4 Power Masters or Power Pilots with them. These two have smaller engines. So if you want to, you can actually close this up. And I think they are also more cartoon accurate. Come on, stand. Good. And the last accessories are alternate heads. You get one with the smirk, the Overlordy smirk, and one with a grin that I find really annoying. Or scaring, probably. I don't know. I don't know. Now, for comparison, let's move him to the side and let's bring in one of his Decepticon buddies, Ocular Max's Bruticus. And Bruticus is fairly larger than he is. He's way out of my diorama, unfortunately. Maybe I'll move him backwards, like that. But they still look good together. I mean, this is a combiner, so this is a combiner as well, but in a different way. So I don't think they are equals here in that regard. And lastly, and now I have to bring the camera down a bit. Because Overlord, as we all know, tries to take over control over the Decepticons. And his only real rival for that is, of course, Takara Tomi's masterpiece 2.0 Starscream. I don't think Starscream would win in a fight when it comes to brawn here, but as we all know, he is really intelligent and strategic, so maybe, who knows? So, my final thoughts about this robot is I always like Fans Toys offerings. They're sturdy, they're quality, and not much die-cast, but you still feel a really heavy bot due to the thickness and quality of the plastic, I think. The transformation is easy, it's fun. He has a lot of nice lore, which is fun to explore. The only complaint I can find is that this little piece doesn't really stick. So if he holds it upwards, it will go inside. It will be shy, it doesn't want to show itself. Otherwise, this is easily a must-buy for me. I like him very much, and he is a given in my collection of masterpieces. A lot of FansHobby's robots actually are. I like that a company actually focuses on Power Masters because they are neglected by other companies, I think, and FansHobby really delivers Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.